This is Robbie Parker. I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews and Malcolm Cooper, the movie Wizard of Oz himself, and we're going to be doing a review of the 2018 movie Incredibles 2. So in this movie, Elastigirl springs into action to save the day while Mr. Incredible faces his greatest challenge yet, taking care of the problems of his 3 children. So before I get into my part, I'm going to let my guests do their parts first. So this time I'll let Malcolm go first, so take it away, Malcolm.
Hi guys, it's me, Malcolm, the movie Wizard of Oz himself. And of course, happy Father's Day to everybody. And I'm here to discuss the movie that I saw on Friday, Incredibles 2. Oh my god, this movie was non-stop action-packed and both funny at the same time. Screw the critics, this movie was better than the last one. And I gotta say, there are some elements that remind me of Captain America Civil War, how heroes are illegal. I hate that. This movie definitely reminds me of the other MCU movies, like The Avengers, Captain America Civil War, like I said. And yeah, you get what I'm saying. But I'm glad it had a decent, good ending. Brad Bird, you are one of the greatest directors of all time, and I do admire Tomorrowland. Even though it bombed, I still love it, and I'm so looking forward to you making a third movie of the Incredibles. I hope you don't keep us waiting like last time you did. Well, I guess that's it. It looks like I have to make this short. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and later.
Thank you, Malcolm. It was great to have you on here as always. I always enjoy collaborating with you guys and stuff. So, and now it's Big D's turn, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D, and I'm going to be collabing with Robbie Parker as we talk about Disney and Pixar's 2018 super heroic sequel, Incredibles 2. In the film, it follows the titular characters of the superheroic family, the Pars, alias the Incredibles, as they try to restore the public's trust in superheroes while balancing family life. The film starts after the ending of the first film, as the Pars and Lucius Best, aka Frozone, battle the Underminer, and thus they prevent him from destroying City Hall, but fail to stop him from robbing a bank and making his escape. Soon, a couple of wealthy siblings known as Winston and Evelyn Dever, run the telecommunications company DevTech, propose secret missions to Helen and Bob, as well as Lucius, which are to be recording broadcasts in Unlimited to regain public trust in superheroes. And this was just because the government shut down the superhero relocation program, ending financial assistance for the supers after the Underminer incident. Yes. Also, Helen is now being the one doing all sorts of missions while Bob struggles with his new role as a stay-at-home parent. But to deal with his daughter's dejected over her new boyfriend for getting their first date, his son's math homework, and their baby's burgeoning superpowers. Now, I've seen this a few times, not too many as its predecessor, but I'm going to say this is a good sequel. I must say this is absolutely really good. It's just slightly different from the first film, but still it's good though. They brought back Michael Giacchino back to do the score, and he does a great job. Brad Bird is also back as the director and also the writer of the film's story, in which he did an exceptionally good job for that as well. Now we got most of the original cast back, with Holly Hunter as Helen Parr, aka Elastic Girl, Craig T. Nelson as Bob Parr, aka Mr. Incredible, Sarah Bell as Violet, and let's see, Samuel L. Jackson as Lucius, aka Frozone, and Brad Bird himself as Edna Mode. Now, Dash, the second child to the Parrs, is voiced by Huck Milner, who replaces Spencer Fox because, well, he was too old now, and it came out like 14 years after the first film did. Now, as for two of the new characters, the Devers, we have Bob Odenkirk as Winston and Catherine Keener as Evelyn Dever. I've got to say, those two characters are actually good and what have you. But anyway, the rest of the cast are pretty good too. This film did even better than its predecessor and went on to become the highest grossing Pixar film until Inside Out 2 came out 6 years later, and it became the third Pixar film to open and make $1 billion after Toy Story 3 and Finding Dory. I do appreciate Brad Bird's story. It is good and what have you, because he attempted to distinguish the script from superhero films and superhero television series released since the first film, focusing on the family dynamic rather than the superhero genre. So with everything said, I think Incredibles 2 is not too bad of a sequel. It's got most of the same great cast from the first film, including a few new ones, which made it good. Same composer is back, same director's back. Absolutely really good. Check it out. Now there is currently a third one in development, so I hope for the best Incredibles 3 turns out to be pretty good. But we won't be getting that for another 2 years, so I hope it turns out good. So as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Robbie, and until our next collab, this is the Big D saying, see ya.
Thank you, Big D. It was great to have you on here too, as always. I always enjoy collaborating with you as well. Everything. It's been fun doing all these Pixar movies. This is a pretty fun, long-awaited sequel. I've always enjoyed The Incredibles 2. I think the story is well done. The stuff with Mr. Incredible playing Mr. Mom is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed that concept and stuff and everything. When I heard that he wasn't going to be the one getting on the action, I didn't really know how I felt about it. But then when I saw the movie, I thought it was done really well and everything. I also love his little character arc of having to accept that, you know, he's not the #1 superhero all the time and stuff too, and everything, and that his wife is a hero too, and she's got to be able to play her duties as well and everything. I did like that. The animation is great too. It's just as great as it was in the original movie. I felt like they really tried hard to emulate the look and feel of that original one. And I also love the addition of the new Super, so I thought they were pretty cool too, especially Void. But I thought they were all cool. The score by Michael Giacchino is once again awesome. It fits the movie perfectly and everything. I don't think it's quite as great as the first movie score, but it's still really great and everything. It's perfect for this movie. The action is pretty good too. There's some really cool action sequences in here. The finale on the ship is fun, and it's a better Speed 2 than Speed 2 actually was. And everything. And I love the stuff with Jack. I think he is absolutely adorable and steals the show and everything. His fight with the raccoon is so much fun to watch, and possibly my favorite scene of the whole movie. I just love that part. I like the idea of how supers are illegal after the events of the first movie. It's a realistic way to continue this franchise and everything. I thought that was done really well. The stuff with the Incredible is also really cool too, and everything. Really fun stuff and everything. Getting to see the kids drive it on the water and everything is really awesome. I loved watching the kids save their parents, Spy Kids style too. I thought that was pretty cool too. And everything, a lot like this movie does feel like it takes inspiration from Spy Kids in some ways. But favorite moments, there was quite a bit of them and everything. The opening scene with the Underminer is awesome. It's a great way to pick right up where the last one left off. I love that. All the Mr. Mom stuff, like I mentioned with Mr. Incredible, was great. Jack fighting the raccoon, absolutely hilarious. The mystery behind the screenslaver is pretty cool and everything, and the big reveal that Evelyn is the villain and stuff is good. And everything, I thought that was a pretty cool reveal and everything, although it was very obvious that she was going to be the villain too. The action scenes with Elastigirl are awesome, especially with the train sequence and stuff when she's stopping the train. Really fun scene and everything. When the supers attack and fight the kids in Frozone is really cool too, and everything. A lot like Frozone trying to protect the kids is really awesome. And everything, it was just a fun dynamic between them and him. All the stuff with Incredible, like I said, awesome stuff. The big final battle and stuff with them trying to stop the ship and everything is fun. And everything, they have to fight the superheroes that are being mind controlled and stuff too. I thought that was pretty cool too. And everything, and the final scene is great too. It ends the movie very well and everything, and actually, just like with the first one, left me wanting more. As far as negatives go, I'll say that while the action is pretty good, it's nowhere near as good as the action in the original movie, and I feel like that the original movie actually probably had more action scenes than this one did in a lot of ways too, I feel like, and everything. Violet's character arc is okay. I don't think it's the absolute best, making Tony forget her and stuff. I think they could have found a better way to go with her character and stuff, but it was okay. The new supers are cool and all, but most of them don't really have much to do, and they don't really add too much to the story and stuff. They're just kind of there to help out and everything. The plot twist of Evelyn being the villain is pretty predictable and stuff too. Like I said, it was one of the things that it was written well, but it was also very, very predictable and everything. It's obvious just looking at her that you know she's going to be the villain and everything, and her name's Evelyn Dever, and you change it around a little bit, it sounds like Evil Endeavor. It just pretty on the nose, easy to tell who the villain's going to be and stuff. Like I felt like Cinder was a much better villain in the first one. But all in all, I think that Incredibles 2 is a fun sequel. It could have been a lot better than it was, but it could have been a lot worse too, and everything. Like as long as we had to wait for it, I think it could have been way worse than it was. And I think it's still a great time. It's always fun to spend time with these characters and everything, and I still wouldn't mind at least one more Incredibles movie. I don't know if I really want a lot more after that, but at least one more, give it a trilogy and everything, and maybe fix up some of the issues I had. I do kind of wish there could have been a little bit of a time jump or something, but I think the third one really needs to take a time jump and everything. I hope that they do. It's hard to say if they will and everything. And I'll also say that the Underminer stuff is cool and everything, but I wish that he would have had more screen time too, and they would have done more with him, or made him a bigger part and everything. Made him more of a villain and stuff and everything. Even if he wasn't the main villain, at least make him one of them and everything. But Pixar also likes to subvert expectations, and they've always been good at that too and everything. But I feel like they shouldn't have gone as far to subvert expectations on the Underminer in this one. Everything. But all in all, Incredibles 2 is a really good time, and it's one that I would recommend if you haven't seen it and everything. If you like the first one, there's no reason not to give this one a chance. You'll more than likely at least enjoy it. Just don't expect it to be as good as the first either, though. But yeah, so Incredibles 2 is an 8.5 out of 10. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you to Malcolm and Big D for joining me, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.